to your darling program. Welcome to Newspaper Review, Abntv Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Vanguard newspaper. Here with me, firstly, we are going to the Punch newspaper. And the headline story here with me in the Punch newspaper. OSUN crisis, local governments, workers rule out resumptions and demand February salary. Ramadan, council chairs urges prayers for Nigeria. Now the story in details. OSUN crisis, local government workers rule out resumptions and demand February salary. Local government workers in Osun State have ruled out an immediate return to work and insisting that only directives from the Nigeria Labour Congress and the National Union of Local Governments employees can determine their resumptions. The workers were instructed to stay away from their office on February 16 by the leadership of the NUJ and the NLC due to the insecurity concern arising from the Lagos Tuzel over the enforcement of a Court of Appeal judgment in Akure. The case involved elected local government officials seeking restatements after their removal from office. The affected officials, chairmen, and the councillors elected under the All Progressive Congress in the December 15, 2022. Local government elections claimed that the Court of Appeal had overturned an earlier judgment by Justice Nathaniel Ayo Emmanuel of the Federal High Court in Osogbo, which had sacked them on November 25, 2022. Osun crisis, local government workers rule out resumption and demand February salary. The full details of these stories inside the Punch newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper for today. Ramadan, council chairs urges prayers for Nigeria. The chairman of the Ekpe local government areas of Lagos State, Princess Sura Animashan, has called on Muslims to spare prayers for Nigeria as they observe the 30 days Ramadan fast. Animashan made the call at the weekend in a Ramadan message to the peoples of the council, and she urged citizens of the state and the local government's council to use this period to pray for the state, the local governments witnessing another month of Ramadan, and to wish them a blessed and peaceful Ramadan. The holy month of Ramadan for Muslims around the world has always been an opportunity for renew and strengthen their faith through rigorous fasting and devout prayers and reading of the Quran, reflective meditations, and carrying out their charitable deeds. All this has closely confirmed the universal values that Islamic fast promotes, namely peace, kindness, love, and respect for others. As one of these 5 pillars of Islam, Ramadan fast avails the Ummah a golden opportunity for spiritual renovations and devotion through supplications and others acts of worship. Ramadan, council chairs urges prayers for Nigeria. The full details of these stories inside the Punch newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch newspaper for today. Shirap urges Tinubu to order suspension of ATM charges act. Human rights groups and social economic rights accountability projects has called on President Bola Tinubu to direct the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kandoso, to suspend the implementation of the recent act in automated teller machines transaction fees. Startup insisting that the suspension should remain in place until the Federal High Court in Lagos determine the legality of the increase in an open letter dated March 1, 2025, and signed by his Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare. Startup also urged Tinubu to seek legal advice from the Attorney General of Federations and Minister of Justice, Lassie Fagbemi, on whether the CBN has the legal obligations to uphold the rule of law in the operations by suspending ATM Fixed Act, and Sirap had last month filed a lawsuit against the CBN over its failure to reverse what is described as a paternity unlawful, unfair, and justice increase and ATM transaction fees. Sirap urges Tinubu to order suspension of the ATM Charges Act. The full details of these stories inside the Punch newspaper for today. And before we come back to the second edition of this program, the Tribune newspaper, if you like to follow us live and direct on our website page, you can click and follow us on WWABNTV Network. Likewise, on our social media, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. On our Facebook, you can click and follow us on Abntv OSUN. Make sure you like, share, comments, and subscribe. On our YouTube, you can follow us on Abntv Nigeria as well. Likewise, on our Twitter, you can follow us on Abntv OSUN. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can follow us on Abntv Nigeria. And if you like to follow us live and direct, before we come back to the second edition of this program, the Tribune newspaper, if you like to listen to what we have in our studio, we'll be right back.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 OSUN Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich.
And I hope we enjoy what we have in our studio. Now to the second edition of this program, the Tribune newspaper. Ramadan, Niger Commissioner calls for peace and compassion. In a heartfelt message to Muslims across the state, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Niger State, Barrister Nasiru Masu, emphasized the importance of using the sacred months of Ramadan to promote peace and extend support to the less fortunate in society. In his Ramadan address, Barrister Mazu encouraged Muslims to view this holy month as a time for deep spiritual reflections and self-discipline and acts of kindness. He expressed his warmest greetings to those observing the sacred period of fastings, prayer, and contemplations. Ramadan serves as a peaceful Ramadan of our shared values of compassion, justice, and unity. Principles that are vital to our communities and our commitment to the rule of law is stated. The State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice urge every Muslim to fully embrace the essence of Ramadan by fostering peace and assisting those in need and reinforcing family and communal license. Ramadan and Niger commissioners call for peace and compassion. The full details of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. Another story here we see me in the Tribune newspaper for today, which is the last story here we see me in the Tribune newspaper for today. Lagos Assembly workers to work from home. The new Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Lasbat Mojisola Marandan, has moved to conciliate a grip on the House of termination of last Thursday dramatic tweets in the region leadership 2Z. She has approved new arrangements on how workers in the Assembly would work from home pending the resolution of ranking leadership crisis in the House. The Nigeria House gathered that the new arrangements has been communicated to the workers through a correspondence from the office of the clerk of the House, Mr. OSUN Abubakar Taiwo Babatunde. Under the legislative law of the House, the clerk is the secretary of the House and all committees. The office of the clerk of the House is where activities of all the directorates, departments, and sections and units are coordinated. The clerk doubles as the head of the office, as well as the accounting officers of the Assembly. He also attends plenary sections to take first, second, and the third readings of bills, and whatever else is required to be read from the table, especially letters from the governor or any other communications, as well as signing all resolutions of the House, including votes and proceeding. Lagos Assembly workers to work from home. The full details of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today, and that's what we have for our newspaper review. If you'd like to watch it live and direct once again on our research page, you can click and follow us on WWABNTV Network. Likewise on our social media, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. On our Facebook, you can click on Abntv Houston. You can like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. On our YouTube, you can like and share and click on Abntv Nigeria. Likewise on our Twitter, follow us and click on Abntv Houston. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can click like, share, subscribe, and click on Abntv Nigeria. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. My name is Kenny Afolabi, and I wish you a blessed and prosperous Ramadan. Bye for now.